Colleen Black is back. All right. Hello, everyone. We're going to start a little bit more of the art demo that we started this morning. My name is Colleen Black. I'm an artist here at the fair. I have been staring at this fair since I was a little girl and looking at all the artists that were here. And this is my little childhood dream come true, I must tell you, because I always used to look at the artists up here that were demonstrating and really wish that I could do it myself. So, wow, I'm here. But anyway, I am not only an artist, I'm a scientist, and I'm a writer too. I wrote a book. I started getting into I think it was just the study of life that started interesting me a long time ago. I think that just kind of goes side by side with what art is. So when I was doing this, I looked into something called quantum physics, which is a study of very, very small things, and what these very small things do in reaction with other things. In doing this, the study of many different things opened up to me. I am now a student at the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute, where I'm studying plasma physics. And in this university, I study with over 100 or more scientists, nuclear physicists, doctors, and so on and so forth. Our agriculture, we've got one of the most amazing top agriculturists in the world working with us, graduated from San Francisco area. They're doing a lot of really beautiful, Berkeley, yeah. They're doing a lot of beautiful work down there in agriculture. It's just amazing. So these people come into our foundation and teach us things about the earth that has helped us to come up with some amazing things that are healing our planet on an exponential level. This is very good news considering all the icky news that's out there today. So I'm here to give us a bunch of good news. What I'm going to show you today and what I'm going to get into is a little bit of some healing arts. And in these healing arts, any one of you are welcome to take one of these handouts right here. This is a physics sheet that will, it's sort of an overview of everything that I'm going to go over right now. So this is from one of our doctors at the university, Dr. Klaus Priller. And he is just an amazing doctor who's made some great discoveries with the physics that we're working with. Plasma physics it's pretty much the study of everything. We take everything and we put them all together into a giant science that just connects all the dots. So what I want to go over a little bit, just this is a recap from what I did this morning, but there's a Dr. Emoto over in Japan. And a few years ago, I think back in the 1990s, he did a study on water. And what he discovered with water is that water carries our intention. And by saying this, what he would do with these bottles of water, he would take regular bottles of water and he would pray or intend for the water to be peaceful or the water to be thankful. You know, and he would put these different words and tape them onto the bottles. Then he would freeze the crystals the next day. He also did things like "I hate you" on the bottom of a bottle of water. When he would take pictures of the crystals, the difference in the pictures of the crystals was so stark that one crystals looked like beautiful snowflakes, these beautiful formations, while the ones that had the crystals on them looked like puke. Basically, is what happened. So he's done many, many studies. They've formed groups that have gone around these different bodies of water and made prayers and actually cleaned up large bodies of water just by this alone. Okay? This right here, the elements that we make in the physics that I'm going to show you right now are healing elements that we superconduct off of the existing earth elements that we have. So what this does is this charges the water in a way that can help you to heal your own systems. And I actually have, Jack, if anyone would like, I have a whole jug of healing water that is free. At any time, if you want to fill up a glass, or put a little bit of glass, you can take this home and you can charge water anywhere. And I'll explain that a little bit more. I'll have someone, hey Jack. Anyway, I'll stick that right out here so that if you want to fill up, just put a little bit of water is all you need. This has been charged with things that I'll go over and I'll tell you about what's in it. But you can drink it right away. Just save a little bit for when you get home so that you can charge more water with it. So, anyway, the first thing that I want to get into are these different forms of, well, let me give you a little bit of a thing about how to make games. This right here, these are some copper plates. This is some drain cleaner, lye, 100% lye. You take a little bit of this lye. As a matter of fact, let's grab out the stuff to do it. Now, we also make something that's called health pens. Right down here at the very bottom of the page, you'll find a little curly piece of wire that we lovingly call our health pens.
I used to be a little skeptic. So you watch everything.
I don't have a pen, so I'm just going to use my finger. But basically what you would do is wrap it around a pen, or we use drills. We'll take and put the end in the drill and come up, because I've made free energy systems, and in the free energy system we use a much different way. Oh, I can't get the wire on. Help me! Okay.
There's a big one.
This is some of the wire that I've used the drill with. So you can really come up with some amazing health pens. But what a health pen is basically a coiled wire, and I can take this one and feed it right back down through the bottom of this coil. You can also separate the wire, but mainly what you want to do is have a wire wrapped around another wire that sort of creates a magnetical gravitational difference in energy. Copper carries an electric, it's a good conductor. So, great conductor, and we have copper in our system, so it just works very well. With copper is our connection between our emotions and our physical. There are different things in physics that we've learned that matter comes from, and these can get into some amazing things. I went over a little bit of this teaching this morning. I'm recording this whole thing, so if you ever want to go back on any of this, I'm going to cut it down and have it all cleaned up and real nice for everybody to understand real well. So you can always watch this on YouTube. But if anybody wants to just keep looking at the art, or if you get bored, I hope you don't get bored. Anyway, you push this all the way through, which easier said than done. There are a couple of different ways that we do nano coating. Now there's some different things that they'll have in here. Okay, there's scans water. Basically, to nano coat copper, to nano coat anything really, you can use a container. Plastic bags work just fine. Where's my gloves? I gotta do this because stuff can burn your skin, so you don't want to break out the lye without having these babies on, because it'll turn your skin into a soap. That's what they use to make soap. So you won't do that. If any lye ever gets on your skin, vinegar will stop the acid process, stop the alkali. Anyway, powdered form. There's some that come in a pellet as well. Take a little bit of clean water. Stick it in there. That's a little bit too much. You don't want, well, basically, it's a good thing to go ahead and cover your wire or whatever element that you've got in here. This right here is some nano-coated zinc. Yeah, zinc gets a white coating on it when it's nano-coated, and then the copper gets black. So just take a little bit of this lye, dump it in there. Okay, it's going to create a little bit of a reaction. There are other ways that we use to do this as well. What we'll do is we'll put this into a container and put a little bit of a chicken wire or a mesh down at the bottom. The chicken wire has zinc in it, and we'll add zinc to the copper, so it's a very good way to go. Zinc is a very amazing emotional healer. Zinc alone has been able to, the zinc water that we make has been able to reverse Alzheimer's and all kinds of different things. Most of our disease comes from our emotion. Because zinc helps us to reconnect with our emotion, it is an amazing healer. If you want, this is real hot. It's real hot. I don't know if you want to touch it, you probably don't want to touch it. But it creates a reaction. Anyway, you want this to sort of steam in here. So what I do is I use this water on another, I'll nano coat something else. But you'll see after just a few hours of just being in this bag, I'll pour it over, it'll start to change color. See, it's already starting to get a little bit of a brown to it. After a while, if you set this in the sun, this eventually turns black. Now, you want to take this nano-coated copper and you take a bin, just like this up here in this upper corner. I don't have a bin. Here it is right here. Here is, what is that? This is a CO2 kit. This is, where's my zinc at? This is zinc plating that you can buy at the hardware store. This goes on your roof. It's 100% zinc. There are some that have a little bit of iron in them. If you start getting a red powder to your GANs, this is gas in a nanosolid state, it's called GANs. So you start to get a little bit of a red powder at the bottom of your container, you'll know that it has iron in it. Iron is used for energy and cell growth. So you do not want to give iron to someone who has cancer, but you would want it to give it. You would want it to give it to somebody who needs the energy or is having depression, or anything of that nature. CO2 is your connection, so you can use this in just about everything. The zinc, we spray on trees, we spray on animals that are having fights and they stop. We spray. What I do is I take them into places where, like if you have a workplace where there's a lot of anxiety around, you spray your plants with zinc water and watch the change happen. It's incredible. It's incredible. People have reported that certain people who come to work with bad attitudes have quit their jobs and will not come in there anymore. I mean, it's amazing stuff. It's just amazing stuff. To make zinc, you take a nano-coated copper wire, and this is CO2, because it's mainly just the nano-coated copper. I've got a lot of zinc, so this is going to be an even mix of CO2 and zinc. And I just took that copper wire, curled it, and connected it to the zinc. I don't have much water in there because it's filled, but this one's better because this one's got. This is pure zinc. This is zinc attached to zinc. I had a nano-coated zinc attached to a regular plate of zinc. So, and then to make the CO2, it's nano-coated copper and zinc. I have a little piece of nano-coated copper in here, just connecting these two. But you can even take, if you want to make real pure, and this is salt water. We recommend using man-made salt water, using a sea salt mix, which I have a couple of different ones right here. This is Himalayan sea salt. Himalayan sea salt has iron in it. Okay, it's great stuff. So many minerals in here. Good stuff. But watch out for people with cancer. So, then this right here is just regular mineral salt, so you can use that. 7 to 15%. You know, you want to make it like regular seawater. You add the seawater in there. The best cans here. Powdery stuff right there. That is zinc. Pure zinc. And so this right here, if I take this, now it's got a little salt water in it. This is how you collect your GANs. Take a little bit down there at the bottom. And take a little collection jar. And usually I don't have it filled up with water. Usually I'll have it way, way down. But you take this and you spit it right in there. And then you take some distilled water and you pour it in over top of the zinc. Let the sediment sink to the bottom. Take all of that water out. You can either dump it or take it out. Over a period of time, what happens with these is there's a beautiful film that forms across the top of the water. This is This is protein. That was a spitball. This is protein. And the protein on each one of your elements that you make, you want to save that protein. Take a little plastic spoon, scoop a little bit off that, and just make sure that it goes into your GANs when you're doing that. Just putting that in your water and making sure that you get just a little bit of that protein off the top helps you to get that nutrition that you need from that into your body. So it connects that, it helps with that thing. So the protein on the top is important, and the stuff underneath is important. All the water in between is charged water. We've taken CO2 GANs, this one right here, the copper and the zinc. You take this water, and these GANs last for millions of years, millions. So this GANs, you can save it, you can make water for all your friends, water all your plants, take baths in it. I live with this stuff I take baths in it. My hair right here, I had gray hair all the way down. Okay, see how there's black coming in right there? We've had this with a couple of our scientists who've been working with this every day because I wash my face with CH3 and CO2. This combination grows hair. So it'll grow your hair back and it may grow it back in color. Mine's coming back in color, so that's unheard of. This is the fountain of youth right here, basically. So, and it's very easy for anyone to make. That's what's so amazing about this. So these are the things that we're trying to get out to humanity. The Keshe Foundation, right there at the top, if you look up this website, keshefoundation.org, they have everything you've ever wanted to know. Garlic. Garlic we found to be one of the most amazing cures for cancers, for, I don't even know what else, I have no idea. The soursop plant down in Africa, that one cures all cancers, it seems. And I don't want to say cures all cancers, this helps you to cure your cancer because the intention has to be there to do it. All of these healers out there in the churches and everywhere, they work. They're real, but the person on the other side has to do the accepting. That's where the trick is. These things will work with your intentions. The greatest thing about this is that you can take the NaOH and throw some food in a blender, and if you have special healing herbs that you know of that do amazing things, throw this and this in a blender, and then you come up with, and then rinse it out. You always do your rinses and rinse it good. Make sure I would do it 6-7 times just to make sure, and bring it all the way down to the powder, just to make sure that there's no more caustic in there that can hurt you. But you can even take, if you're afraid that there's caustic in there, take a little bit of this water off the top and make what we call a health patch. And I have these are the health patches that you can use. This is my cancer mix, which is also in this jug. I want everybody to have some water. The funny thing about this is that my cousin Darlene has pancreatic cancer. So my mom came to her and she said, can you make something for Darlene? I'm not a doctor, I'm an artist. So I knew a few things that people had told me in the past about, like this is good for this is good for that. And I threw them together in a mix because I'd made these gans of broccoli, I'd made gans of all kinds of things. I didn't really know if they'd help her with her cancer, but I wanted to do it so quick because it's such a fast cancer that I threw together this thing. So, and when I did, I started to look up all the ingredients that I had in there, and I found that every single one of them had to do so much with cancer that it was uncanny for me, stupid me, no doctor degree or anything like that, to come up with this. So what I'm trying to tell you is that plasma works with your intention in your heart. If you have something that you want to give away to somebody that's a beautiful thing, and the grace of our Creator says that's a good thing, I want to help you with that, it's going to get done. Yeah, especially when the person on the other side is accepting of this. So that mix, I feel, was a gift. And it's in this water now, so any of you are welcome to take that. So what is in here? There's zinc gans. Zinc gans is good for everything. And the zinc gans, I showed you how to make that. It is our emotional connection. It connects our neurosystems and balances our emotion. Use zinc in a spray, like I was saying, sprayed around your office. CO2 gans is the connection. Magnesium gans. Oh, magnesium gans is just incredible. I found that. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay, magnesium gans is a complex relationship. These are all my notes. I took them all off. I went online and I searched out each one. I put calcium and cancer. And they're all the results that I found. Now this is CuO2 gans. This is made by attaching nano-coated copper to regular copper. You get this blue powder. There's just a little bit of the copper oxide right there. Copper oxide is a disinfectant, so it's fantastic for wounds. It's fantastic for, there's some real good notes in there too for you. You do not want to use this blue one on your brain area. So if you make a patch of this, don't place it on your head. This is only for red tissue. So the blue one and the red one have restrictions. Everything else, the food gans, you eat it. Basically what happens is your stomach acid does the exact same thing that we're doing with the NOH. It bursts it into a situation that your body can say, oh, okay, I know what to do with that. And that's what it does. Because we eat through our skin, there's about 80% of us that eat, 80% of our intake comes through our skin. You can take a bath. You get all of your nutrition in water. It's pretty amazing. I didn't mean to do this. This is a funny thing. Just about everyone has gotten themselves down in weight. The ones that were low in weight are at normal. So it balances everything out automatically. I didn't try to lose weight. I lost 50 pounds, I think, or something like that. I'm pretty sure on this. But, I wasn't even trying. And I tried all my life to do that too, because I just was carrying just a little bit of extra all the time. Because I love cookies, I love chocolate, and I love to eat. So, and I never want to give it up. And I didn't give it up with this. It curbs your appetite to a certain degree, and you're so happy all the time and excited all the time that I think the energy in it just, I think that's a large part of it. But that is a basic overview. Do you have any questions? Can I answer anything for you right now? Because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take these elements that I've used and show how to mix them into paint. Because then I use them in my paintings and then they can heal people as they look. So, yeah. But we've used this, what I wanted to tell you too was the CO2 GANs right here. We've used this with GMO seeds. Soak them for 15 minutes in the CO2 water and then back to normal. Yeah. So it's amazing stuff. The CO2 and the zinc are our two major healers that do just about everything, and they will not interfere with anybody's allergies or anything like that. So the safest of the two, the CH3 and the CO2 are things that you have to have some sort of more of a regimen for, but they're pretty easy to comprehend. Along with this, our university, something you guys might be interested in too, we've got free energy systems. We've got ways to hook up nano-coated wires and electrical systems up to your cars, helping you to cut down on gas mileage. The free energy system that we have right now, we took it to the White House and demonstrated it. Our scientist that did it was a plumber and the most amazing, humble man. He went there to the White House and he forgot one part, which was a major part, and it had been conditioning. Anyway, the machine worked for a little bit and then had a screw up. So everything went exactly as it should have. You know what I'm saying? And we did get into the White House, and we did get the attention that we needed to get. Yes, we did. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by.
That's a good job.
Thank you very much.
Especially when you show us some of the things that happen.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. Did you get some water? Voila. Yeah, no problem. And then just take it home and charge up water. Just charge up water.
Come in, keep it.
Take it home. Or if you can get a water bottle out there somewhere, dump the water bottle so you don't spill it.
Yeah.
But then just take it home, and that water alone will last you forever. You do not even need the powder once you make it. So
just keep adding this, but for the other
keep
one.
refilling it. Keep refilling it. Get a big gallon of it. Just keep refilling it. When you take a bath, pour a little bit in your bath water, just a little bit, refill the jug again, and you've got a plasma bath that heals.
No, I know. This is the forerunner.
And then what color is your original color in your hair? You ready to grow it back?
Yeah, I've done you forever.
Oh, there we go. High five. You need the iron one to get it growing. Iron is nano-coated copper with a nail. So you just use a nail, not nano-coated, but you nano-coat the copper. So stick it in the bag with the Drano or whatever. Don't use Drano, I'm trying to use the pure lye. But see how black that's getting already?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That is the copper. That is the copper coming off of its original form, because right now it's all lined up, it's all constricted so that it can pass an electric current. When you bust it up off its irregular shell, or that thing, I had a picture of it. When you bust it off, it kind of flips and it comes into a freer state so that it's able to work with everything around it. When you pass an electric current through this, instead of just having this really tight kind of thing that it has to go through and get to the end, it's a superconductor. It goes direct current. We work with direct current now, so it just goes through the nano layers, any path it wants, and reacts with everything that it wants to in the environment. You can take and run 220 volts through this and pick it up with your hand and hold it, a bare copper wire. I do it all the time. It feels really good. Because all those nanoparticles are just going. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know.
There's Carly.
Yes.
Thank you, my dear.
Oh, you're so welcome.